which is about 2,000 to 5,000 years ago, there is enough evidence to show that women were treated very respectfully in equality with men, and there was no discrimination. Although there are certain incidences which has occurred historically, for example in Mahabharata, which is an Indian scripture, you may have heard about Draupadi, who was not treated very well. But overall, there was a sense to respect women. In fact, in Indian culture, the way we grew up, or I grew up in India, we were taught that if somebody who is not your significant other, then you treat them with respect, treat them as if they are older, they are your mother, or if they are younger, they are your own sisters. But this was prevalent at that time, and to expand on that, even in Indian religion or Hinduism, there are certain forms of God which are worshipped in a feminine way. They are feminine goddess, which are actually form of a formless God, and they are worshipped. They are goddess of education, they are goddess of wealth, and the power of God, which is called Shakti, or the real power, which is also worshipped in the form of Shakti or Durga. So you could imagine the women had a very high level of respect in old Indian Vedic time. But this changed in the medieval period, about 1,000 or 500 years ago. There were a lot of attacks by the foreign invaders. Some of them were Muslim invaders. And there were younger women who were not married. They were getting abducted, not treated very well. Then society was forced to make some changes. So that's the time when child marriage started. Because if you're married, then you are somewhat protected. If you're unmarried, then there's a chance you could be abducted. There's a chance that you will be taken to a different place and treated very horribly. So to protect women, the child marriage started. Even the custom of sati, or there is another name for that, I believe jorwa or something like that, was also started, which meant that if your husband has died, then you also sort of sacrifice or suicide and kill yourself, so that you don't get into an issue where you are vulnerable to abduction. Now this was started as a defense mechanism, but it somehow got engraved in the society for many, many years later. Even there was no invasion, and even there was no such risk, but that became a part of the society. So to change that, just before independence, about 100 years ago, Mahatma Gandhi, and there are some other big leaders, Ram Mohan Rai, Ishwar Chand Vidyasagar, they worked very hard and changed the laws which prohibited child marriage and the system of sati. After independence, when the new Indian constitution was formed, the men and women were given equality, complete equality. Not only that, they went one step further. In fact, 73rd and 74th Amendment of the Constitution says that women will be treated in par with men. In addition, they can be even given reservation in terms of reservation in educational institution, reservation in job, reservation even during the time of local elections in the villages. So all of these were being done, and it has been done for the last 70 years. But society takes a lot of time to change. In fact, the study which has been done just a year ago, India still ranks 87 out of 144 in gender equality index. So in spite of all the laws, it has not brought about the changes in the society which one would expect. So the present government, which is the government by the Prime Minister Modi, is trying very hard. They have a lot of different programs going on in India. One is called Beti Bachao, Beti Padhao, which is aimed at educating women and protecting women. There are certain programs for improvement of the schools, improvement of the sanitation and the toiletries in the school. And they're also looking into economic empowerment of women. They found that empowering women economically makes changes in their social status. So there are certain non-government organizations also working. In this enterprise, TIE with the State Department of US is also organizing a lot of programs in India. So all of this has brought about some changes. In fact, there was one study done in Kerala where they interviewed 60,000 women and asked, and out of the 60,000, a number of different questions were asked. They found that 40,000 said, about more than half, that they were okay with men being the head of the family. So the society still perceives that. But the good thing was that the 20,000 and 1/3 that said they are not okay with the men being the head of the family. But about more than half, 35,000 women said that they will do a better job than men when put in position of power. So that shows the self-confidence which is building up in India. So and this is what Prime Minister Modi is saying. He's saying we do not need women empowerment, but we need women-led development. And that is why the present Indian Defense Minister, this is the first time in India, is a woman, Nirmala Sitharaman. That is a woman in charge of the defense of India. So the progress is being made, but there's still many challenges as it relates to violence against women in India. You probably have heard a lot of those which comes out in the newspaper. And in fact, just yesterday, the cabinet passed a law that anybody who is convicted of rape for children under 12 will be given a death penalty. So with all of these changes and the awareness in India, I'm pretty confident that in very near future, India will achieve the full potential of empowering women, both socially and economically. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. All right, up next we have a very, 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 very special person. She's the president and the founder. Manorama Sharma has been over 30 years of experience for caring for people in need. In addition to her exemplary work in the medical field, she has been involved in fundraising for the homeless shelters, directed free health fairs, volunteered for churches, and has been a leader in several nonprofit organizations and community organizations. She has several awards and served in different associations. She got Best Students Award at the Greek College, Scholarship Award at Medical College. First in Order of the Merit of Postgraduate Medical Degree, DCH, at Bhopal University, Bhopal, India. She served as second opinion physician at the Blue Cross and Blue Shield of Michigan, Wayne Oak Insurance Company, Troy, Michigan, Intercorp, and Health International. She was a member of the advisory board of Medical World News in 1982 to 1986. Her past position, chairwoman of the Board of Trustees and president of the Indian Medical Association of Southern California. She was also the president and chairwoman, Federation of the Indian Association, advisory board member of Outpatient Surgery Center of Fountain Valley Hospital in Fountain Valley, California, vice chairwoman of the Department of Aesthetics and Genealogy in Fountain Valley Regional Center in Fountain Valley, president and chairwoman of India Association of Southern California, member of the Community Committee of Orange County Medical Association, member of the Public Service Committee of the Orange County Medical Association, Physician Advisory Committee to California Assemblywoman Doris Allen, honorary members of the Physician Advisory Board of National Republican Congressional Committee, Washington, D.C., Physician of the Year Award in 2003 by the National Republican Congressional Committee of Physician Advisory Board, pioneer of the healthcare reform by the National Republican Committee Physician Advisory Award in 2004, Ronald Reagan Gold Medal Award to the Republican Congressional Committee of 2004. And we have a whole few pages of her of her history. Put your hands together for Dr. Gupta, everyone. Thank you, my dear.
Thank you very much. I hope you people are enjoying up till now. I want to recognize two of the ladies who are Mrs. Mexico and Mrs. Thailand. Nura Ahmed Shufil, Mrs. Thailand, please come over here. Come over here. And Mirosal Mastun Lopez, she is Mrs. Mexico 2008. Both of these ladies are Mrs. in 2018, Mrs. Thailand and Mrs. Mexico. Give them big hand. Thanks for coming over here. Hello everybody. I'm delighted to welcome and thank all of you who are here. I'm so excited for this day and I hope you are excited too. Yeah. I welcome Mayor of Westminster, Mr. Traita, Mayor of Artesia, Ms. Sally Flower, Cerritos Council Member, Mr. Naresh Solanki, former Cyprus Mayor, Dr. Prakash Narayan, former Assemblywoman Ms. Kim Young, Consul General of Sri Lanka Ms. Sorna Gunaratne, Dr. Krishna Reddy, Dr. Mr. Suresh Bhatti, Ashley Ankit running for NI Mayor, and Gionawa Salas, Heart of Hollywood, DJ artist, and all our speakers. Our inaugural speaker, Vietnamese actress Ms. Kieu Chin, our keynote speaker Ms. Rupa Das, our panel speaker Ms. Veera Mahajan, Ms. Smita Bogla, Mr. Stephen Day, Dr. Madhu S. Gupta, and Mr. Alan B. Ford. Our sponsors and exhibitor and volunteer, vendors and caterers, Seafood Palace Restaurant, and all of you audience. Why should we do Women's Leadership Summit? Do we really need empowerment? Yes, because you see all over the world, women are discriminated because of their gender, because of not getting education properly, and they are not equal. They have they get sexual harassment, they get human trafficking, and bullying is for all of them. What is a woman empowerment? There are 5 components of women's empowerment. Women's sense of self-worth, right to have determine their own choices, so nobody can dictate them, right to have access to opportunities and resources, and right to have power to control their own destiny, both in and outside the house, and ability to influence society and the world. As I told you, there are unfortunate figures, and that's why we need women's empowerment. In every country in the world, women and girls face obstacles and discrimination solely because of their gender. 1 in 3 women have been beaten, forced in sex, and otherwise abused in their families, in life, lifetime, sometime, and some of the women don't even come forward to tell what happened with them. 1 in 3 girls in USA does not graduate from high school. One of single mothers under 30 in USA, only 7 have finished college. And around the world, 150 million under age of 18 are victims of sexual violence each year. Why they are that way? Because they are not educated. Sometimes the men does not let them come forward. What is the benefit of empowerment? If we make women empowered, we will remove injustice, gender inequality, and bias. They will be secure, they will be safe, there will be safe working environment, and there will be protection of for women. Prevention of exploitation and harassment for women, and there will be legal protection. Development of women's own potential, and it will reduce the domestic violence. If they are educated, they will know their rights. We want to be equal, not just because of the gender that women want to be ahead of time, ahead. We want to go forward with our quality. People have to recognize us because we are confident, we have quality, and if men and women will work together, this society and this world will be really better. The responsibility of enabling women's empowerment is for society, for Global Peace Foundation, which is a non-profit organization, and for individual women also. Until unless they want to do something, nobody can help them. What action items for the society as a whole? We all have to be involved equally, whether we are educators, whether we are politicians, where we are leaders, sponsors, law enforcement personnel, enlightened community members. We have to increase awareness and we have to measure those progresses, introducing the law and structure. Where do we go from here? Global Peace Education Foundation Inc. plans to provide education, training, and professional development of women. And we don't want to do over here only, we want to do around the world. Because in India, women want empowerment and they need empowerment. Same thing in Vietnam, Nepal, or in other countries where women are not treated properly. They have to know their rights and they have to know what they can do with their life. So we provide health, nutrition, safety of the women, networking opportunity for women and other life, and empowering women in politics. There is the importance of education for women empowerment. Just like you can see over here, Nobel Peace Prize winner Ms. Sue Kil explained that how important is education for empowerment. What the women can do themselves, they have to dream. This dream is not when you sleep. This is the dream that you see when you are awake. And that dream doesn't let you sleep. Persistent. Even if you have a dream, even if you have a desire, if you are not persistent for your goal, you are not going to achieve that goal. What can women do? And they have to have self-confidence. If you don't have self-confidence, you are not going to move forward. What is Global Peace Foundation Inc.? Our mission is, this is a 501c non-profit organization. So if you donate anything over here, you can take tax deduction. We promote peace locally and around the world. We are preventing the root cause of the drug and alcohol abuse and the major causes of crime and violence. We create healthy community free of hunger and abuse, helping the family in crisis and need, supporting the educational and cultural development of children to be inspired to be new generation of peacemakers. And definitely we empower the women. We support them. We want to especially support those people and give them training who have suffered abuse or discrimination. How will we achieve this mission? Only Global Peace Foundation cannot do alone. We need everybody's support because what we need is, we need money, we need volunteers, and we need unity for together to help these. We will do the educational program for children and family, mentorship for the youth, identify the root cause of stress in the family, counseling and for the problem and referral, developing skills and confidence, increasing awareness, available resources, social program, government program, and referral and assistance. To achieve this goal, what we have to do? We need sponsors, we need families to support them, we need educators to teach them what are their rights and give them education. We need enforcement authorities. So if there is a crime, the enforcement authority will support them, and we need volunteer and elected community leaders to support us. What help we need from all of you? Financial support, time and effort as volunteers, and physical facilities for organizing our activities, because we want to organize educational program and the support program for them. What activities we did in the past? We 2011 to 14 we organized different kind of program, Diwali Mela, Halloween, Father's Day, for children to display their talent in writing essay, dancing, music, and art competition, and encourage them by award. We are feeding homeless for last 20 years, but I'm just giving you from this 2015. We fed homeless, we distributed toys, and we distributed the clothes. In 16, we did the same thing. In 17, we did all same thing. And we will continue our tradition doing every year the same thing. Future plans of the Global Peace Foundation Inc. are on September 22nd, we are going to do World Peace Day Summit. This will be, we don't know the place right now. That will be announced later on. In November, December, we will feed homeless again. We will donate the toys and we will distribute clothes. Next year, we will have the same summit again. So please, ready and be prepared for that. And then we are looking for the permanent location. So we are hoping that somebody will become our patron or sponsor it, so that we can do the educational and support activities for children, families, and for women. Thank you very much for listening to me. I really appreciate your coming over here. It is very important for us. So please enjoy the program. We will have dinner at 8, and we are going to have auction. There are a lot of good things and expensive things for auction and for raffle, which Mr. Alan Ford will take care. We want to invite our committee members.
So before we have dinner in about the next few minutes, I'm going to announce the silent auction item. So congratulations to all the winners. We have all the winners here. Can you bring all the certificates, please? I would like to invite up to stage Mr. S.C. Bati and his lovely wife to present all the winners the item that they have won. We have the bone and metal box. The winner is An Doang. An Doang. Is that the mayor's wife? Oh, wonderful. Okay, so she won. She won, and then we also have. Can you bring me all the blue items? Thank you. An Doang also won the India handbag, made in India. We have Karen, Dr. Karen Rich. She won the India handmade bag. Could you come on stage, please? to her. This one. This one. There you go. Congratulations, Dr. Karen. Thank you for winning the silent auction. Mr. Bhatti, he owns a company called India Overseas Trading Corp in Signal Hills. So the business has been around since 1960 something, right?
1928, when I was born, it was established by my grandfather.
Wow, oh my gosh. Congratulations, wow. We also have more winners. We have Kyu Chin, who won the bone and metal necklace. Please come up here. She actually won a lot of awards, actually. Kyu Chin won the bone and metal necklace. She also won another bone necklace. And then, yeah, she won 2 items. I believe this is the item here. So, here you go. Kyu Chin, congratulations to our legendary actress. Thank you. Dr. Karen Rich also won a bone elephant necklace. There was somebody that bid, but they crossed out. So they. And you also won the metal and bone necklace as well, Dr. Karen. You won 2 more items. There you go. Thank you. All right. Congratulations, Doctor. Beautiful. By the way, he has 10,000 items plus in his company inventory. So if you get a chance to go to, what is your website? Website? Company website?
Trading Corporation.
Thank you. So India Overseas Trading Corporation.com, and you can see all the items that are for wholesale. Let me see who else is also the winner. I think that's about it. Okay, so up next I want to RTOCC.
Website is iotcusa.com.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much, ma'am. Thank you. All right, so up next, I'd like to invite Dr. Sinduri with the beautiful dance group. Dr. Sinduri, where are you? Dr. Sinduri?
Before we start dance again, we want to invite our members, so please come to the stage who are